Hello my darling and welcome to Radical Radiance. Holy shit, I can't believe we're here together. I'm so excited about this. This is an adventure unlike anything I've ever done before and I'm really excited that you are here with me. So welcome. Holy shit. In 10 months time, your life is going to look completely different. We're going to be working together on these concepts for the next 10 months. Every month you're going to get a chapter from me, an audio chapter, a video, a feedback form, and some other assorted goodies every month. And we are going to work together on manifesting this bold new reality that you want for yourself. One of the major things I was considering when I was putting Radical Radiance together was how are we all going to communicate in a way that's easy, in a way that's not overwhelming, and in a way that makes sense. I decided against doing a Facebook group because most people said they either don't use it or don't like it, which I completely understand. So what will happen is every month you'll get a video like this from me, which will contain some discussion about the chapter of the month, the monthly tapping, and also some homework assignments and things like that. So what I would really recommend is that every month you make sure you click on the video, come through and watch it, and leave your comments below. And because these are private YouTube videos, nobody else is going to see your comments. It's a totally locked down community situation. So you can feel free to really share what's going on. We can have some lively conversations. I feel like the threads on YouTube are really good and they make sense. And everybody loves YouTube and not everybody loves Facebook. So this is how I've decided to run the community part of Radical Radiance. The other thing that you are receiving this month, which you may or may not know, depending on how far through everything you've gotten, is that you have been given a spreadsheet where you can share your name and your phone number and your location. So if you're looking for a magical morning partner, this is the way to do it. I am so excited to hook you all together. I had so many people ask me like, how do I find a partner? What do I do? And this to me is the easiest way to do it. So go through the list, add your name, find someone, like pick them at random and send them a message and ask if it would be okay for you to become magical morning buddies. And I would say, you know, it's up to you as to how many people you want to do this with. I think probably 2 or 3 people is about the maximum that you'll be able to do on an emotional level, but certainly pick at least one person and start working with them. And you guys can just keep each other consistent. You can keep each other on track. So it's such a beautiful thing that you are doing together, and I know that you're gonna be really blown away by the results of the magical morning practice. It truly changed my life, and I know it will do the same for you too. So the first thing I want you to do as part of Radical Radiance is get your hands on a notebook of some description. I like to use really big notebooks because it just gives me more room to write things down and draw and make plans and get excited about life, but it doesn't matter what kind of notebook that you use. And this is going to be the notebook that you use to chart your journey through Radical Radiance. So what I would really encourage you to do is to make notes in this notebook as you're reading the chapter. I know that a lot of you will get the PDF every month and then print it out, which I totally recommend doing. But what I also recommend doing is using your notebook to cement the information in your mind. So don't just highlight the passages that you like in the document. Get a pen and rewrite it. Write it down in your own handwriting, in your own words in this notebook. You will learn so much more quickly when you do. You'll really be able to integrate the information much more quickly when you make your own notes. So I really recommend doing that. And the very first thing that I want you to do as part of Radical Radiance is I want you to choose a big goal. This is something that we are going to work towards over the next 10 months. And I want you to write this in your notebook. Now, it's up to you as to whether you want to share it with us in the comments below, whether you want to share it in your magical morning practice, or whether you just want to keep it to yourself. Totally your call. But what we're going to do over the coming months is work towards this goal. And I think you're going to be surprised that it might happen sooner than you think it will, which is very exciting. But I want you to write it down right now, here, today, at the beginning of our adventure together, so that you have a record of it and so you don't forget what it is. Write down this goal of yours, and again, just like with our magical morning practice and every other manifestation process that I show you, I want you to write down the goal as if it has already happened. So write it in past tense. Okay, makes sense? Cool. And as always, if you have any questions about anything that I've said, leave them in the comments below. I'll be going through this obsessively and answering as many of your questions as I can. So if you've read chapter 1 already, there may have been some things within the chapter that were challenging to ideas that you've been holding for a long time or beliefs that you have about life. Even if these ideas have been challenging, I really strongly recommend taking on the magical morning practice, even if you don't share it with anyone, because it will prove to you that your thoughts become things. Magical morning to me is the fastest way of bringing your manifestations to tangible fruition, and it will really demonstrate to you the power of your own mind. So even if some of the ideas that I presented in this chapter were challenging for you, if you don't pick up anything else from this month, please pick up the magical morning practice, start doing it, and let us know how you're going in the comments below. Okay, you gorgeous thing, let's get into the tapping. Now, I don't think it matters whether you read the chapter first and then do the tapping, or if you do the tapping first and then read the chapter. It is totally up to you. Some of you have tapped before and some of you haven't. So let me explain to you very quickly what we are going to do. Tapping is a combination of acupressure and positive psychology that breaks through resistance and just disintegrates blocks. It's a very powerful technique. I used it to heal an eating disorder overnight. It's a very unusual technique, but it works, and that's all I care about. All I care is that it fucking works. So what we do with tapping is we take the 2 fingers on our dominant hand to start with, and we tap on what's called the karate chop point. So it's this fleshy bit along the line of where your little finger is, and you're just gonna tap here while we talk. So I'm going to say things and then you're gonna repeat after me. And then we're gonna move into the full round of tapping. And these are the spots, but you can obviously follow me on screen as we go. The spots are as follows: top of the head, start of the eyebrow, temples, under the eye, under the nose, under the mouth, just under the collarbones about 1 inch, under your armpit where your bra would be, just here, and then your 2 wrists together. That's 1 round from the top of the head to the wrists, and then we'll just keep going through. So all that you need to do is drink water first. Very important to stay extremely well hydrated. So you want to drink water first. And then the other thing just to keep in mind is, even if the things that you're saying don't feel true, then I want you to say them anyway, because you are unblocking all kinds of things in your subconscious. It's a very powerful technique, and you are going to be so happy with the results. It's going to blow your mind. So this month we're starting out really general with manifesting, because in the chapter we were talking about what is manifesting, how do our thoughts become things, how do we make things come to fruition, and how do we set up our morning for success. Very basic things, because I want to start you off gently. I want to make sure you have a good foundational understanding of what manifesting is, and then as the months go by, we're going to get further into things, we're going to dive deeper, and you're going to get a much more well-rounded understanding of everything that's going on. But we have to start at the beginning, and so we're also going to start at the beginning with our tapping this month. So that means that what we're tapping on here is just general resistance to the idea of manifesting. General feelings of, this won't work for me, I don't know if I have faith in the universe, I don't know if I trust this idea, I feel like it'll work for other people and not for me, and those kinds of ideas. So drink your water right here. I'm going to do the same. And then we're going to start by tapping on the karate chop point, okay? You got this. So just repeat after me. It's going to be beautiful. Actually, spoiler alert, it already is beautiful. Okay, here we go. Even though I don't know if I trust the universe, I forgive myself. It's okay for me to have doubt. It's okay for me to be unsure. What has the universe done for me lately? Sometimes I don't even know if I believe in a greater power. Maybe we're just creatures on a rock. And that's all there is to it. So because I'm not really sure what I believe all the time, I also don't know if I believe in manifesting. I really want to believe in manifesting. It sounds super cool. It sounds really fun. Who doesn't want to fuck around with a universal delivery system? But I'm just not sure if it's going to work for me. Can I have doubts and still manifest effectively? What if it works for everybody else and I'm the one exception? What if I'm just unlucky and these things don't work for me? Or what if I'm great at manifesting in one area and I suck at the others? Like, can you be good at manifesting some things and not other things? So even though I'm not sure if manifesting is going to work for me, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Even though sometimes it feels cheesy to say that, and even though sometimes I doubt the truth of what I'm saying, I forgive myself anyway. I accept myself as I am. And it's okay for me to be right here, right now. Okay, deep breath in and exhale, big sigh. Beautiful. I'm gonna say, let's drink some more water and then we'll get into our full round of tapping. Okay, y'all ready for this? If you just had a flashback to Bring It On, you're so my type of person. It's one of the best movies of all time. I'm clearly a great movie critic. I clearly know what I'm talking about. Bring It On. Godfather? No. Bring It On? Yes. Cinematic masterpiece. Okay. All right, so again, we're gonna start on the top of the head. You're gonna use both hands because it just fires it up. It brings a certain spark. It brings more energy. It's gonna be beautiful. Okay, baby, here we go. Even though I don't know if I believe in manifesting, I deeply and completely love and accept and forgive myself. Even though I don't think it works for me, I forgive myself anyway. What if it just works for other people? And then I'm just sitting out here in the rain, unable to manifest anything, struggling with my place in the universe. What if just trying to do this makes me feel worse? Makes me feel like a failure? Makes me doubt my power? It's pretty reasonable for me to have these fears. I think probably everyone taking this has these fears. And maybe even these fears changed what I wrote down from my goal. Maybe I picked a slightly smaller goal, just so that I wouldn't feel like I had failed in 10 months' time. Even though I may be playing it a little bit safe right now, because I'm afraid that it won't work, I forgive myself anyway. I accept myself where I am. And I love myself right now. I'm willing to let go of the belief that manifesting doesn't work. Or manifesting only works for some people. Or some people are good at it and I'm not one of them. Even though I've held these beliefs for a long time, and I have my doubts, that's okay. I'm willing to let go of them. Maybe I don't need to let go of it totally today, but I'm willing to loosen my grasp on it. I'm willing to watch it slowly slip away. I'm willing to let it disintegrate. It would be so beautiful to believe that I can manifest anything. That I am a super powerful creator. That I am a god or a goddess, just like Gala said. I want to believe that more than anything. And I'm willing to allow myself to get there. Little by little, and bit by bit. So even though I have this resistance about manifesting, I'm willing to do what I need to do to move my life forward. I'm excited to do the magical morning practice, even though it makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm excited to write down my goals. And I'm excited to dive into this new subject of learning. Because I know that I don't know everything. I know that there's always more to learn. And I know that I can be and do and have whatever I want. And so it is, baby. Breathe in and exhale, big sigh. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I hope that you enjoyed that tapping. Remember to drink plenty of water, get some rest. That's a big core belief that we've just done some shaking of. And it may feel a little bit exhausting for a day. You might be a little bit like, whoa. And that's totally fine and totally normal. You know, rewiring our brains and our bodies does take a little bit of a toll on us. It does take a little bit of time for us to recalibrate. But I have absolute faith that you will recalibrate quickly and easily. You'll bounce back soon and you'll feel so good. So please comment below. Let me know how the tapping was. Let us know what you thought of the chapter, although don't give us all of your feedback. Save it for the feedback form. But let us know how you're feeling. Let us know how you're feeling about Radical Radiance. Are you excited? Are you ready? I am so ready to do this with you and to help you every step of the way. This is going to be so much fun. It already is so much fun. I mean, it can't not be fun when you're wearing a sparkly gold tracksuit. Do you know what I mean? So again, welcome to Radical Radiance. Thank you so much for supporting me and being part of this journey with me. I can't do this stuff without you, so it means a lot to me that you're here with me. Yes, I love you. I will see you right back here next month, and you're the fucking bomb. Go out there and kill it this month. I know that you will.